a person who's very crazy and very, very in love with plants and saving the planet as well. A person settled in India and doing something amazing for our trees, for the love of trees. So we'd like to introduce yourself and then about the amazing work that you do.
Sure. Hi, my name is Islan Lescure. I work as a consulting arborist, so that means that I proactively manage existing trees and I also plant new trees. So I'm using the science of arboriculture, which is basically the science and management of trees. It's a field that emerged in the 1950s or so because it was different to horticulture and silviculture and forestry and that sort of thing. So I provide consultancy services to manage existing trees, to identify trees on construction sites, to say which ones are of high value, which ones are of less value, which can be easily replaceable. And then once that's done and clear with the clients or the engineers or the architects, we can adjust the planning accordingly and actually protect those trees to make, because a lot of the time people want to build next to trees because they really like the trees, but where there's a will, it doesn't mean there's necessarily a way. There has to be the understanding of the needs of the trees. And so, for example, the roots really need to be protected, and that's kind of the problem, is that people are building next to trees without understanding that actually they're going to be killing them in the long term, because a lot of these things only show up after 5 years or so. So the contractor or the factor of the decline of the tree is long gone and nobody has any idea of that. So I'm doing that sort of thing. I'm also consulting for assessing the risks on campuses of the trees, and then providing recommendations of to do the work that's required to reduce the risks within a time frame based on the urgency of the works. I'm also conducting courses. I've made 2 of these books.
Yeah.
So they're children's books.
This is
one
amazing.
is in English and one is in Tamil. And the idea here, I mean, I have a 9-year-old daughter, so that sort of the inspiration came here, like how do I make something that's fun for her, but also for me. So for example, in the back, I've also, the idea here is that we're raising the awareness of the value of trees to people. And you need to do that obviously with the kids, but kids' books also need to be interesting for the parents or for the adults. And that's why there are essentially, details in the back to show, like, okay, what are we actually talking about in a more, detailed manner, so you can go through the easy stuff, and then if there's more interest, then you can elaborate a bit more.
I think you have put the words in action also, and starting young is the right way to go about it, especially now in the construction field, which is booming.
Yes.
The trees are not in the top 10 list at all.
Development.
We need more voices like you to actually go and contribute and bring forth this awareness, and definitely you're doing an amazing job. So we have one question for you. What is the purpose that is driving you towards this? How did this passion start?
Oh, that's a complicated one. I hate to say that I ran out of things that I did not want to do.
Oh my God.
And then I did this, and I was like, actually, I can do this.
That's lucky for the planet. Lucky for the planet that you're doing.
Well, look, I'm one person, and we need, lakhs and lakhs of people to do this. One of the issues that I'm facing is that I have to create this market in India. There is no standard. Yeah. There is no, management in place. Yeah. So I'm sort of like a little fish in this whole ocean, and that's why I'm spreading the awareness through this, and also providing courses online, self-led, in person, because if we just have a few more people, then the message gets spread, and then we can collaborate together.
Definitely,
it's trying to promote collaboration and not, competition.
Definitely. So I think you are doing some amazing work, and you've put it all in very actionable form. So we'll be happy to collaborate, happy to support you on this journey, whatever we can. Thank you so much for doing this amazing work. We're very, very grateful to you. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Markus Pfefferer. I'm originally from Germany, but I'm living since 20 years in India. I run a small consultancy helping foreign companies to establish factories in India.
Perfect. So you are doing some huge work with a lot of impact, definitely. So we have one question for you. What is the purpose that got you into this space, started off your journey?
See, as I said, I'm having 20 years experience in India in different functions, and I thought it's time that my experience gets shared with especially foreign companies, because as promising as an engagement in India can be, starting it is not always easy, and that's why if companies have somebody to help to take them by the hand a little bit and help them around, I think it makes very much sense.
So you are being a huge bridge to bring such innovative technology from Germany here to India and vice versa, right? So we are very thankful for you to making this bridge, because that is going to bring more impactful technologies here as well. So can you tell us some of the technologies that you're working on.
We work on mobility. We work in heavy engineering, machine tools. That's automotive. That's construction equipment. That's our main focus of sectors. Anything I always keep saying when it comes to factories, any factory where there's oil on the floor, that's where we work with.
Absolutely awesome. So thank you so much for sharing your views with us. So thank you so much for your kind words and your valuable time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.